Hey everybody, so I am back with the Wrath of Ashardalon miniature game and my painting of it. For those of you that have been following this series, this is the last series of videos to paint this dragon or showcase this dragon. What I mean by that is I normally just show the completed product with some photos at the end of just how I did it. For this last video, I'm going to continue to do that, so at the very end I will do that, but I'm also going to publish a couple of videos showing my step-by-step and how I paint this. I've actually had a couple of requests for that, and I have some viewers that are really into the D&D. I am currently on an Eldar craze at the moment, and that's sort of following doing a lot of D&D videos and having the Eldar Warhammer models just released. And so I'll continue doing both, and so this will be my next one. And my plans are for this model, it's not completely planned. I have an idea of what I want to do. It's obviously a red dragon. I'm not veering from that. You know, it's, you can see the cover of the box. Maybe I'll just show a picture and throw a picture up of that. I am planning on trying to take inspiration from the first D&D red box set that I started D&D with, and I'll just throw up a quick picture here showing it. Now, that's not exactly the same looking red dragon. I mean, there's some definitely different design features that looks a little bit different, but I think rather than having just a contrast of red and white, or even red and a lot of black, I'm going to try to have just varying shades of red with maybe some yellows to show the highlights, because I don't know, I just happen to like that picture. It just brings back a lot of memories from when I played D&D as a kid, and so that's what I'm planning on doing. Now, it's funny because I said that this was going to be a really fun model to paint. I don't know that I've ever painted a model like this before. I haven't painted a big dragon like this before, that's for sure. I've painted some big Eldar stuff like vehicles, but not really of this much detail. They don't have this level of detail and texture, you know, on those vehicles. And so this is going to be really interesting, and I'll tell you, in my little research that I did, just sort of typing and Googling Ashardalon dragon painted just to see how other people did it, I saw a couple that I liked, and I didn't do an extensive search, but I saw a lot that I really didn't like, and I guess it caused me to wonder whether this is going to, you know, how this is going to come out. You know, like, I'm going into this with the best intentions, and I really hope I can do a good job on this, to my satisfaction at least, and hopefully other people like it. But one of the things that got me thinking is, when painting a big model with a lot of texture and detail, really, I think, is it possible that it kind of puts you to the test, and that everything is so visible and right there in your face, you know, and so it's really easy to have something very big that ends up looking plain and bland, you know, without a lot of detail. And so, you know, sure, I'll do washes and I'll do all the kind of stuff that I normally do to try to bring out the detail in the model, but I'm just curious as a sort of a prelude to how it comes out, and you know, curious on beforehand what it'll end up looking like. And so I am planning on using some oil washes on this, or an oil wash. I just recently did one on the bases of my Eldar Warlocks, and I liked it, and I'm kind of getting used to it. And I always like to do new things. The risks with that is that what's tried and true, I have a pretty good idea of what I can make look decent. Using the new stuff or techniques I've never used before, I can risk botching it or doing a substandard job of that technique. Problem is, this is what I'm doing to paint, and if I don't actually try new things, then I will get stagnant and not get better. And so I will be trying some new stuff on this, as I have with all my miniatures. For the most part, I try to. Okay, well, this is the first video of this Ashardalon dragon, and I will be back, and I will be priming this model with one of my all-time favorites, Vallejo's Gray Surface Primer. See you in a bit. Hey everybody, I am back, and I have used my airbrush to spray Ashardalon here. See, you should be able to get a sense of the coverage that I was able to get. I think it was pretty good. Again, this was the Vallejo polyurethane primer, gray. Next steps is I'm going to do a video on pre-shading next, where I will spray the darker areas of the model, or the areas I'd like to be darker with shadows, with a dark, something to like a black with the airbrush, and then I will make areas of the model that would naturally be lighter with zenith lighting, such as this area, the shoulder and arm here, and the head. I'll spray with a white to just essentially attempt to show, when I put my base paint on, the lighter and the darker areas appropriately, because acrylics tend to be fairly transparent by nature, and so they'll show a bit underneath. Okay, so next I will do a pre-shading video, and thanks everybody for watching. Take care.